Back when the Xbox 360 was released, one of the first games that truly looked next-gen was EA's Fight Night Round 3. Since then, there hasn't really been a whole lot of games based on the sweet science. That's kind of understandable considering how high Fight Night set the bar. But if any system was built to host a boxing game, it's the Wii. And with victorious boxers, someone's finally stepping into the ring with something more than the simple minigame found in Wii Sports. Is it a knockout? Knockout! Or disqualified for low blows? Ippo Makanouchi is your average 90-pound weakling. Constantly picked on and lacking any self-confidence, one day this high school student is rescued from a certain pummeling by a passing jogger. A jogger who also happens to be an amateur boxer out of the Kamigawa boxing gym.
Welcome our new member, Ippo Makanouchi.
When some bullies from my school had me cornered, Mr. Takamura stepped in and stopped the beating.
Ippo's savior, Takamura, discovers that this young man has tremendous potential inside the ring, and so he takes him under his wing. Victorious Boxer's Revolution follows Ippo's story from clumsy beginner,
what do I do? What? Stay calm.
All the way to a title bout against his best friend and rival, Ichiro Miyata. In between every bout, story scenes advance the game's plot as players are introduced to each new adversary. In a rare case, the story actually manages to get in the way of the action, and it's not helped by the fact that every speaking role is delivered with all the charisma of a block of concrete.
You gotta keep swinging.
I always swing hard.
Victorious Boxer's Revolution is mostly a single-player game, where players are able to take on story mode, practice, or run through tutorials of the various available control types.
Hold the Wii remote like this, and then thrust it forward like this.
And control is not as simple as one would expect using the Wiimote nunchuck setup. So chances are a lot of gamers will spend a lot of time in the practice and sparring modes brushing up on their skills. That's assuming they'll want to put the time into Victorious Boxers in the first place. The sparring option also houses the game's multiplayer mode, where two players can square off in the ring. Multiplayer is done via split-screen mode, which definitely works better on a widescreen television. And sorry, wireless pugilists, but you'll find no online play here.
The girl from the bakery. I still feel like I'm missing something.
A boxing game on the Wii should be a great thing, as long as the motion controls are really tight. Unfortunately for Victorious Boxer's Revolution, that isn't the case. Though you may swing the remote and nunchuck combo exactly the same way over and over again, your on-screen avatar's reactions are generally different every time. Even when using different controller methods that try to simplify things by mapping movement to the nunchuck's analog stick, complete mastery over the punches you throw is all but impossible when using the motion controls in Victorious Boxers. Thankfully, the game also supports the classic controller and GameCube controller, so there is a way to throw the punches you intend to. Unfortunately, taking the motion controls away from Victorious Boxers reduces it to a painfully average experience. The third person through your boxer view makes it very hard to read what your opponent is doing, not to mention when and where you should throw your next punch. Honestly, Wii Sports is a better boxing game.
My eyes are on the world title.
Did you say the world title?
Victorious Boxers sports some interesting visuals, managing to make the entirely 3D characters look like they jump directly off the pages of the comic book the game is based on. Creative shading and design do an impressive job here. However, it all still looks too much like a GameCube game to stand out against other products on the market right now. And for some reason, the story scenes in between each fight are restricted to a 4:3 ratio, even if you've set your Wii to widescreen mode. It makes the game look like it isn't finished.
Sure was shocking, wasn't it?
Victorious Boxer's Revolution is a good idea that's hampered either by poor programming or perhaps expecting too much of the Wii's controller. It's hard to tell which, and really, at the end of the day, it doesn't matter which. The sad fact is that it just isn't much fun to play, and if you try to use the motion control setup, it becomes a real struggle.
I don't want to lose! I can't lose! Ah!